Welcome to my birthday journal flip through. You can see I have a plain journal here. It's made by Handbook. It's about 8 by 5 with 60 pages. I like to work in a smaller journal. When I'm traveling, it fits in my bag really easily. It also doesn't have so many pages to be intimidating. I don't mind that I have a couple of blank pages at the end. So this is a travel journal and a personal journal that I kept since September 1st because I had a 70th birthday in the last few weeks. And I started with a map. After doing the map on this front spread, it looked plain. So I added these lines as a border, or it's called neat lines around a map. And I decided to repeat this design element on some of the other pages, as you'll see. So my journaling is really just capturing the moment, and I capture it however I can, whether it's collage, sketching from my imagination, my memory, or like here I sketched from a photograph. I wasn't able to sketch actually on the hike, but I took a photo and I did a sketch from that. This is a sketch from my memory. This is also from my memory, a Zoom call with my family in the morning. And then I have a portable printer that creates these little photographs on sticky paper, so that was perfect. And then a little collage there and the name of the restaurant where you had this really great dinner. Then one whole page just for processing, plus a fish representing the fly fishing gift that my husband gave me. I also want to tell you that I like to do cartoony things. If I want to draw a particular person and I didn't get a good photo of them or they're not standing still long enough, this is just kind of a cartoon to remind me of this fabulous gospel singer that we heard. And it's just like you see, simple line drawings, nothing special. This page was a little empty, so I added that partial frame. Then I flew to Boston where my family surprised me. It was so much fun to be surprised. And then we had a really great day together, and this is part of an octopus at the aquarium. And here too, I'm doing things from memory that night or the next day to just remember that crazy day. And sometimes I don't even have time to do that. I'll just put it in pencil, what's going to go on this page, and move on. Cartoony things just to remind myself what the lake looked like in New Hampshire and some of the highlights of that day. And then we got to Maine, and oh gosh, I fell in love with sketching boats. This is just from memory. This is from memory of being in the pool there. This, I had the leaf directly in front of me. So I really work, I'm just capturing a moment, however that happens. And then I like to have a little interactive flip up like that. More boats. These were drawn from sitting outside and looking at the harbor and seeing these boats. So these were drawn live, which was really fun to just see all the different colors and the way they reflect in the water. And then we took a hike and I took photographs of the different mushrooms, which were just fascinating. So I worked from photos on this page. Some more collage, and sometimes I just like a good list. So here's a list of all the things I bought in Camden, Maine. And then here's another fun trick for travel journaling. I cut this out of the brochure for this schooner where we took a ride on the schooner that day. I attached it and then I finished out tried to match some of the colors, and I finished the photo. And I think it's fun for me to look back at that. This was drawn or painted from life. I was sitting on the balcony and I had plenty of time, so I could draw it in with pen and then add the color as I wanted to. I wanted to process these wonderful few weeks, so I gave myself some text blocks and did some writing, and then I just wanted to play with drawing the boats again. So these are just pen and ink and watercolor boat drawings, and then I loved these rugosa roses that were everywhere in Kennebunkport. Then I flew to California where I met a girlfriend, and we wanted to go to the aquarium, so I wrote about this page. Again, you see the border there. And then we went to the Monterey Aquarium, and that was cut out from one of those little portable printers, that as well, and a cartoony guy, our tour guide, who was just lovely. And then this is something I love doing, which is sitting and giving myself all of 15 minutes to do this painting. Seriously, it was 15 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Get the color on there, look for big shapes, and then be gone. So this was done, and then we went to this fabulous beach, and again, another actually 10-minute painting because there was a big dark cloud coming in. So this was real quick. I could certainly go back and add lots more detail, but I like the spontaneity and working really quickly and then having room for other comments and things. And then came back, and here in Denver, I did this memory map. It is not accurate at all, but it was fun to just remember where everything was placed near the aquarium and in Pacific Grove. Here's another text block. And then this was a painting I did up in the mountains. Now it's beginning of October. And again, 15 minutes. Do it fast. Look for big shapes, darks and lights, and get going. For a travel journal, that's really all I need, because again, this is just trying to remind me of where I've been. Then we went to DC and this crazy fossil place. And this was painted from a photograph. I didn't have my art supplies with me on this hike, but these I actually had in front of me. And then this is a really fun thing to find on travel maps, is this compass rose. They all have something different in the middle. And then of course, the dessert. I couldn't paint that from sitting in front of me because it didn't sit in front of me for very long. It was crazy. And but I did do this with the object in front of me and then added the photo. And then these 2 days were jam-packed, and so the best thing for me to do was to write down what we did. This is a white gel pen on top of the color. This was a fan I brought in the market and thought I'd just stick that in the middle. And then we went to the John Singer Sargent in Spain exhibit at the National Gallery. His work is exquisite, but I was mostly drawn to his pencil sketches. So I took a photo of it and then I recreated the pencil sketch in ink. Not 100% proportion, but that's okay. It just reminds me of the work that we saw there. And then again, my little lining up of desserts and a memory map of our drive from DC to Philly. We're back home now. I intend to do a self-portrait on this page. I'm gridding it out. Not sure if I'm going to do anything here, but I will show you how I personalize the cover in the next video. I encourage you to also mark down something important in a specific focus journal, just playing with whatever techniques resonate with you.